Greetings, Dalmatians. Today I'm continuing my... This is my March 28th to 2024. I want to say a late birthday to the Commissioner of the Yashiro Commission, Kamasato Ayato. We're gonna do, Lynette's, story quest? No, Hangout event, sorry. Which counts as a... Which is their equivalent of a... Solid structure shattering. Shockwave. Very fast. Lays beneath the waves. I'm gonna do commissions and I'm gonna do the daily commissions and the afterwards of the event. What the fuck? This is going to take place in Fontaine. What was that? Oh. And Lynette made a cameo appearance in Navida's character teaser? Or is it then? No. I'd have been having that fucking hat. Or maybe that's after Lynette's. Ah! Next is spreading evil.
Time to clean up.
Wipe out!
Shiver! Let it rain.
Water jet! Yeah!
Oh yeah, getting hard holding this. Excuse me. Please forgive me, I'm still a little drained. Hey. Oh, motherfucker.
No escape. Bet you can't keep up with me. I must leave no stone unturned.
Go!
Oh yeah, getting hard holding this motherfucker!
Steady as stone. Punishment! Judgment!
Oh, that felt good.
Let it rain! Beautiful maid wound. Leave it all to me.
Looks like I attracted some unwanted attention.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Chiori. We did her story quest last week.
Let's roll! Who wants some of this?
Scraps of color. Scatter!
Bam! Oh, coming through!
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Let's go.
Attaboy! It's showtime!
Pay your dues.
Delicate as silk. How tacky.
Oh, coming through!
Must go on. Scraps of color. Scatter!
Who wants some of this? Can't catch me.
There. Oh, that felt good. Now where's the... Shit. Suck it. Ugh. I'm just probably gonna get garbage. Oh. Mugen. Cool. That's a wish. I already see 6 Eugen. Okay, another 4-star. Oh, a constellation for Goro. Have I not C6 then? Oh, no, just about it with C6 him.
I've already given my order. They really are a cut above.
I think I had...
Has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. Oh, hold on, I gotta switch to my leeway compass.
Unlike Hangout events, unlike the regular story quests, Hangout events are notoriously short.
Go!
Do not attempt to resist!
Oh, you dick!
Attack!
Bitches of cannons!
That's the coming at ya! Hey there! Steady as stone, as a good knight should. Someone...
Depending on what path you choose, they can be very short.
Attack! That's the way. Oh, what a stroke of good luck.
Ooh, so close. And look at this part of Leeway we haven't explored mostly. And I was in a bonus when I made a bonus episode. When I made a bonus episode of this. Where's the fuck are the geoparticles? I don't see any geoparticles. Am I losing my mind? Oh, there they are. Here's one.
Quick, let's pack it up.
Ooh, that's pretty. Brown jar in front of a good wrap? What the fuck does that mean? Butterfly wings? Ooh, silk flowers and glaze lilies. That could be useful. That's very useful. Oh, you little bastard!
Hey there!
There you are.
Hey there! Hey there! Leave it all to me. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All in a day's work.
Okay, let's try this again.
I'll catch up.
Okay, let's try this again. Most of the time this works. Most of the time these work. Oh, debate club. Oh, oh.
Welcome. They have.
Fuck. Chicks and cats. Go to the area near Hotel Delbar. Oh, there's Lynette. Is that Lynette with a little kitty?
Meow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's you. 1 second. Now activating chat mode.
What?
You made me jump there. I thought they'd finally caught me.
Is someone out to kidnap you?
Objectively speaking, the trouble was entirely of my own making. Half an hour ago, I was at Hotel de Boer for a drinks reception. It was to celebrate the successful opening of a show, but it was draining my energy. So, I waited for the right moment, then snuck away so I could switch to standby mode.
See, they are sent someone to find you and bring you back, but why?
Probably because I'm playing the lead role in the show?
Lead role?
Is that so surprising? I'm always getting invitations to do solo performances. I just usually get Linny to write back and turn them down. But then came the Fontanalia Film Festival. We took all the kids from the House of the Hearth out to see a film, and after it finished, they all started clamoring for me to try out acting for some reason. Even Linny was chanting along with them. Anyway, it just so happened that a director called Mary had sent me an invitation right around then. I'll spare you the details, but basically, I ended up accepting it.
So this is the dramatic debut of the magician's puppet, huh?
You nailed it. I'm playing the role of a puppet. In fact, the show's called The Lost Puppet, and it's a masked mime show. So I don't have to do any facial expressions or say any lines. Literally just a series of physical movements. The director says it's a very avant-garde art form.
That sounds pretty avant-garde, but can people understand the plot?
Art is not comprehended by the mind, but felt in the heart. At least, that's what the director says. Anyway, if nothing else, the opening performance seemed to go down well. At the drinks reception, everyone was crowding around me, saying, "Triumphant character portrayal, faithful adaptation of the original work, unequivocally, quintessentially avant-garde," and stuff like that. But being the center of attention is draining. So the moment they left me to go harass the director instead, I was out of there.
For once, you weren't able to use Linny as a human
The
shield.
other thing is, some weird things happened while I was on the stage.
Kitty! Oh, here's a cute little kitty.
Oh, sorry, Bonnie. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. My bad.
I take it Bonnie's your pet cat?
No, we just met. We bumped into each other right after I slipped away.
And you already named her.
Well, it'd be kind of difficult for us to communicate otherwise. Besides, I think she's taken a liking to the name. Haven't you, Bonnie?
Who's a cute little kitty?
Yeah, that's right. Good kitty. We'll go find your owner soon, I promise.
Owner? Not a stray cat, then.
Nope. She's wearing a collar, and for the most part, she's pretty well groomed. If she is a stray, she hasn't been for long. Her stomach's been growling a lot. I guess she must have been missing for a few days now. As much as I'd love to hang out with her for a while longer, her owner's probably worried sick about her. Assuming she has an owner, that is. But the reception... I should probably show my face there again at some point, even if it's just to make excuses and leave again. Decision time.
Who is that a tough decision for you?
I just find it exhausting, thinking through all the different ramifications of different choices and so on. That's more Linny's area than mine. So, unless it's something really important, I usually just leave the decision-making to him.
But for once, he's not there when you need him. But that doesn't happen often.
It's fine. He got Fermine to make me a little something for just this situation. Poof! A phaetometer.
What's
It
this?
looks pretty over the top, I know. But it's essentially just a box of cards. He kept the design simple, so it'd be harder to break. The way it works is, I pick a card at random, then look at the number on the card.
How's that help you make a decision?
Well, for example, if the number on the card is 5 or higher, I help Bonnie find her owner. If it's less than 5, I go back to the reception.
Simple and
I
straightforward.
just have to believe in the bond between me and my cards, and my fate will reveal itself to me in numerical form. At least, that's what Linny said. Anyway, I guess I'll give you a demonstration.
Who's a cute kitty?
Huh, I didn't like that. Was I using it wrong? Maybe if I just... Clearly, there's some design flaws to iron out. I'll have to let Fremine know.
I feel like maybe this wasn't a design issue.
See, which card did I get? 4.
Less than 5, so means you're not helping Bonnie?
Well, the cards fell on the ground though, so I don't think it counts as fate. If you want to get the right answer, you have to let fate decide. Also something Linny said. So, to put it another way, if picking a card up off the ground is how to not leave it to fate, then that means it must be the wrong answer.
Do you think Lenny really meant sometimes you had to accept the answer and you didn't want?
Or... Why don't you pick a card? Since I ran into you here, that means... our fates are, like, interfering with each other.
Alright, I'll pick a card for you.
Thank you. This one is final, I promise. Here, take the Fateometer. If it's 5 or above, that means fate successfully changed. Anything lower than 5 is a fail. Also, if you have your own thoughts about what I should do, feel free to share it. Now that I've got a good problem solver here to help, I don't need to run every little thing by fate.
I'm not sure to leave this on fate.
Alright. Then let's see where fate will lead me. So, we're looking for Bonnie's owner?
I have to add to the deck to the cards.
There's 20 cards in total, numbered 1 to 20. So there's only a 1 in 5 chance of drawing less than a 5. I should also mention, this time the cutoff was 5, but I just set that to wherever I feel like.
Oh, you really want to go back to that reception party?
To put it in perspective, I said I'd only do the show if I drew a 1. Fate can be pretty sneaky sometimes.
Hey, Bonnie! So how about plans to find Bonnie's owner?
I think I'll go to the Steambird and see about putting an ad in the paper. You want to come along? I think Bonnie wants you to come with.
Oh, he's a good kitty. Sure, it means I get to hang out with you a bit longer. Who's a cute kitty? Who's a cute kitty? I want to pet the kitty.
Every stupendous day starts with a Steambird. Oh, hi Lynette. Hi Traveler. What can I help you with?
Any commissions in there about a missing cat?
I don't think so. Have you picked up a stray?
Yep. If there's no commission to follow up on, could we post a notice about the missing cat instead?
Why, of course. What a kind thing to do. Just fill out the form.
Who's a cute kitty? I want to pet a kitty. Oh wait, I have 3 cats.
Well, we've registered you as missing. You can stay at my place until your owner finds you. Also, I just wanted to say thanks for keeping us company for so long. Well, I should probably head back to the drinks reception. Hopefully most of the people have left by now. If you've got some time, you should stop by my place tomorrow to see Bonnie. There's a nice cup of tea in it for you.
Looking forward to it.
See you then.
What do I do now? I have some time to kill. I have some time to kill.
There is no escape!
Rest and rebuild!
This world, a fleeting shadow. Thunder! Pathetic!
Uphill battle!
Illusions are but distractions!
Allow me!
Oh shit. Got it!
Now you shall
Got it!
illusion shatter!
Nothing lasts forever.
Where the... Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back, bitch.
All desire can be broken.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck me.
Ruin follows my blade. Purge all obstacles.
So rude! Hold the line!
Perish.
Billowing surge!
What's wrong with my tongue? Hey, with my rumble. That was very old controller.
Eternal. Shine down. Witness.
Oh. Hey.
There is no escape. Perish.
Allow me!
Inferior. Eternity is in my hand.
My apologies! Torrent, bring refuge!
Hey.
Sakura swirl.
A sight to behold.
Torn to oblivion.
Hey. Hey.
Billowing surge! About
The eye sweeps the lands.
Oh shit.
Whirling step.
Oh, I quick. Oh.
Let's move out.
Oh, I better hurry before she pulls that Susano.
Inazuma shines eternal.
No.
Auto battle, hold the line. Nothing lasts forever.
Oh shit!
Let's move out.
Ruin follows my blade.
Oh shit.
Whip
no.
calamity. There is no escape.
Oh, that was a close one.
Allow me.
When she's in this
Perish.
form, you have to wait until that bar depletes. That purple bar beneath her health bar to deplete.
Eternity is in my hands.
Rest and rebuild.
Torn to oblivion.
Shit.
I'm always watching. Right now. Allow me.
Oh no, she's gonna clap my ass.
Inferior. Semetsu. Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Boom.
Crumbles before me.
Sweet dream solvent. Let's head back to Inazuma City. Now, what do I need to level up her skills? Molten Moment. Okay. Oh, shit. Damn it, I don't... damn it, I don't know the requirements. Oh, damn it, I have to defeat La Senora again. What the fuck is that? Where the fuck am I gonna get that? fishing. Oh, okay. Cool. Fuck it. Damn, I have to level up Kamasata Ayato, and that's gonna be a bitch! What the fuck?
Shine down!
Do you know how long it takes me just... You know how long it takes me just to find a shit ton of these things? And these little things are very common. These sakura blooms are very common to find. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade any Inazuma weapon. Oh no, that's an advertisement.
Okay. Take willpower.
Shit.
Illusion shattered!
Nah.
Right here. A sight to behold.
Covenants of the Deep! Hold the line! Let's move out.
Take flight!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
My apologies!
Sour bait. Kinda good. I'm sleepy as fuck. Oh. Oh. Shit. Ooh, fireflies. Shit. Oh, fuck. The fuck? A beginner's protector? What the fuck? No. Ew. Am I high as fuck right now?
You've got it! You got it! Wow.
Hey!
It's rumbling already.
A ripple, feather heart.
Stay strong.
I wonder what I get for this one.
Just patience.
Ooh, this one's a fighter.
Yeah, you nearly got him.
Hey.
Whew, that was a tough fight.
A maintenance make situation controller.
Just have patience. Stay strong.
You've got it. You got it. What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
A blazing heart featherfoot bass.
Just patience. Stay strong. Patience. Stay strong.
Oh. Again. Did I trigger something accidentally? Yeah.
Just patience. Stay strong.
Oh yeah, Lynette. Get distracted.
I believe this cat belongs to me.
I already told you, this isn't your cat.
Oh, damn.
Just take a breather, you two.
What's going on?
Oh, you're here. As you can probably see, you'll have to take a rain check on that tea I promised you. At least for now.
This is my friend's cat. He's preoccupied with some important business, so I came to retrieve her in his stead.
No, it's far more likely this cat escaped from the Humane Society.
How about we let Bonnie decide?
Bonnie?
That's the name I've given her in the meantime.
Animal handling, let's see who Bonnie decides to approach.
Well, this complicates things.
It seems that he quite likes me.
I told you before. This is my friend's cat. It's normal for her not to trust me.
Listen, I'm the director of the Humane Society, okay? We've got so many strays, dogs, cats, you name it. I'm not even the one feeding them most of the time. You can hardly expect the cat to recognize me.
Then are you sure she belongs to you?
She just looked somewhat familiar, so I came to check, just in case. If she turns out to be one of ours, I'll take her back. Simple as that. Even if that's not the case, the Humane Society could still take her in, if no one else comes to claim her, that is.
What's the Humane Society?
We're an organization that specializes in rescuing and sheltering stray animals. We've been in business for several decades now. I'm Bernard, the current director.
The Humane Society. Huh. The name sounds familiar. I remember hearing good things. You're the one in the Quartier Lyonnais?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, if it's not too much trouble, could I possibly take a closer look at the cat? If it turns out I really am mistaken, I suppose that means the cat belongs to this lady here. She would be the only remaining option after all.
It belongs to my friend.
With us here to keep watch, it should be fine.
Go on, Bonnie.
Oh, nope. Looks like I was mistaken. They do look similar, but there's an ever so slight difference in this one's fur color. Deepest apologies, friend. Well, I suppose this means I still have a missing cat to search for. Apologies again for the confusion.
So this is your friend's cat?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Wait a second. You lied earlier, didn't you?
Lied? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
A liar always has a tell. The look in their eyes, their breathing pattern, the way they hold themselves. The things that can give you are often more numerous than you would think.
What are you talking about? The way I see it, you're conflating baseless conjecture with fact.
Normally, when someone is called out, their breathing speeds up as they begin to panic.
Holy shit!
Your breathing pattern hasn't changed one bit. In fact, it's been strangely calm and measured this entire time. It stands to reason, then, that your agitated behavior earlier was all an act. If you're a bad guy, I'm sure you'll take off running the first chance you get. If you're a good guy, the most likely explanation is that you're a member of the Guards, or some similar organization.
And you're basing this off of?
Intuition. Nothing more.
Intuition. Well, I have to hand it to you, Lynette. You're right. I'm a member of the Guards. The name's Elodie. I'm currently investigating a cross-border smuggling case. This cat here, Bonnie, was her name? Well, her owner is one of the prime suspects of our investigation.
Yeah?
A couple of days ago, our suspect got wind that we were on his tail and fled. That's most likely how he got separated from the cat. I just so happened to stumble upon your notice in the Steambird. So, I decided to see if he'd come back for her. But it looks like I overestimated him.
Don't you think it'll come back either?
The impact of this case has been huge. The Marechaussee Phantom, the Guards, and the Special Patrol have all launched investigations. If there was even the slightest chance that he would show himself, I had to follow up on the lead.
So what's being smuggled?
A new kind of illegal drug. Imitation synth.
Oh, I gotta get him with the synth thing.
All the synth on the market. But addiction isn't something that goes away overnight. Even without substances on the market, people are still looking for a way to get their next fix. And criminals are all too eager to capitalize on that addiction. That was the impetus for imitation synth. Needless to say, a small-scale market opened up very quickly. After the original synth debacle, we put several measures into place to prevent similar incidents from occurring. The perpetrators got smart, though, and shifted their sales overseas before those measures could kick in. That's when the imitation synth smuggling began.
Oh, God, fucking
We
damn.
recently got word of the presence of imitation synth overseas. We managed to track down evidence of some early transactions. What we were able to find out, however, hasn't proven that useful given the amount of time that has passed. The Marechaussee Phantom launched an investigation to track down every person in Fontaine capable of producing a drug like that. That's how we learned about Bonnie's owner.
Who is he
A
exactly?
researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute. His name is Pierre. Pierre Lafayette.
Oh, that is a very stereotypical. Plus Pierre's a very stereotypical French name.
In addition to the cat, he also had a pendant with him.
Uh-huh.
At first, there wasn't much cause for suspicion. A search of his house didn't reveal much to go off of either. The Marechaussee Phantom very nearly left it at that. It was only later that we realized the coat of arms on his pendant belonged to none other than the Lafayette family, one of the most infamous aristocratic families in Fontaine. Obviously, this discovery prompted a further investigation into Pierre. At that point, however, we discovered that he'd already fled. Now the Guards and the Special Patrol are all searching for him.
Could his family be hiding him?
It's not possible, actually. The Lefebvre family has been gone for a long time.
Gone?
Exactly. Many years ago, several important members of the family, including the Patriarch, were murdered by an assassin of unknown origin. From that point on, family's power and influence took quite the hit. The family is engaged in all manner of crimes. As you can imagine, there's no shortage of people waiting in the wings to take their revenge. And with the family severely weakened, they were able to do just that. Most of the remaining family members succumbed to sickness or hunger. The ones that survived are currently living out their days under a new identity. Pierre is one of those very survivors. He's been hiding away in the Fontaine Research Institute all these years. His true identity unbeknownst to all. Until now, that is.
Is it really okay to share this information with us?
My fellow guards have told me all about how smart and courageous you both are. And I know you possess a strong sense of justice. There could be a chance that Pierre, or one of his accomplices, might attempt to get close to Bonnie. Now that you've been briefed on the situation, I was hoping you'd help us keep a lookout.
Who's a cute little criminal? Are you the little criminal, buddy? Who's a cute
I
kitty?
take Bonnie back to the guards with me. There's no way Pierre will try and come for her. Not even the most daring of criminals would attempt something like that.
Should we keep Bonnie with us for the time
I
being?
have to admit, I'm not holding out too much hope that Pierre will come back for her. But if there's even the slightest chance, then it's worth a shot. Well, I've got some other leads to follow up on. If Pierre does appear, please contact me right away.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. I'm fine. It's just... the head of the Lefebvre family. He was the eminent person who kidnapped me all those years ago. It was at a dinner party. Someone tricked me into boarding the Lefebvre family carriage. Whoever it was, they took me back to their home. But before anything worse could happen, Father intervened.
So that's the assassin of Eleanor mentioned.
Yep. Father was the one who orchestrated the fall of the Lefebvre family. That's what led Lenny and I to join the House of the Hearth. After all these years. I never thought I'd hear the Lefebvre name again.
Are you okay? Hey, buddy!
Don't worry about me. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. I was just thinking about Lenny. He's been acting strange recently. He avoids me for days on end, consumes himself with some secret investigation, and then out of the blue pushes me to do that acting job. Thinking about it now, it's almost like the one I drew from that deck of cards was part of his plan all along. He must have asked Fremine to help him out. In any case, I know he's hiding something from me. He's really pulled out all the stops this time.
You think he knows about Pierre?
It's very possible. I'm sure he tried to send me away because he was afraid it would bring up some painful memories for me. It wasn't necessary, though. Even after all these years, he's still as overprotective as ever. You'll have to help me teach him a lesson if we run into him along the way.
Along the way, are we going somewhere?
I want to head to the Fontaine Research Institute to learn more information about Pierre. Just let me activate search mode, and then we'll head out. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into Lenny along the way.
Trying to help Lenny out with his Are you trying to keep out Lenny for this investigation?
A little bit of both, perhaps. For the most part, though, I just have the sense that something's not right. Something isn't adding up about Pierre's story. I'm just not sure what.
Does he also know the secrets I also want to know what secrets he's hiding. Use your bunny!
Okay. I'll write a letter explaining everything to the crew. Once that's done, we can head out.
Well, okay, when the heck this handled into a dang show, Lynette getting started the show, finding out that cat's owner is a suspect in a legal imitation synth smuggling, and what's also connected to Lynette's almost abuse and the whole entire Alakino massacre in the whole family. Well, most of the family. And I was like, sheesh! Well, and then more of the backstory of one of the twins, and more details on how Arcano, aka the Knave, aka father. Hey, look at Severus and Lenny.
Lynette, you're, not at rehearsal?
You can drop the act, brother. In fact, I don't think either of us will have a need for acting anytime soon. You should know better than to try and keep something from me. You've never been able to do that, even when we were kids.
And that's why I tried to distract you with the masked mime show. But I guess you're just too good.
Care to introduce us to your new assistant?
This is Officer Shavras, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. You may have met her already.
We meet again, Shavras.
I should clarify something. Mr. Linney's here at my invitation, not the other way around. To borrow your expression, Miss Lynette, I suppose that would make him my assistant more than anything. We've brought on Mr. Linney as a consultant in the past. He was instrumental in helping us crack a case involving a perpetrator who used magic tricks to commit crimes. I was hoping he'd be able to provide some valuable insight this time around as well.
Are you here because of the Lefebvre? Oh god, I can't pronounce that shit.
So you've heard everything then?
We got Kitty!
That's exactly why we're here. There's always been questions surrounding the fall of the Lefebvre family. Some people even believe the House of the Hearth was involved.
Yep.
Whoever was behind it all was extremely cautious. They didn't leave a shred of evidence. This very fact, however, leads me to believe it was indeed the work of that harbinger. I took a look at the entrance and exit records of all the carriages that night. Let's just say it wasn't hard to deduce that there's ill will between you two. Don't worry. I don't have any evidence to that effect, and I certainly don't plan on going to bat for such a despicable family. Plus, you were victims back then more than anything. I sought Mr. Linney's help with the smuggling case. Nothing more.
You're teaming up with the House of the Hearth?
The way I look at it, it's a collaboration between us as people, not the organizations we represent. Besides, by working together, we can expose the truth as quickly as possible. You can hardly say that's at odds with the justice my organization strives for.
I'm assuming you won't be opposed to some extra help?
Not at all. I was planning to invite you from the very beginning, Miss Lynette. It's just that my assistant here raised some objections.
I'm not the same person I was back then. That little girl who did nothing but cower in the corner in fear, she doesn't need saving anymore.
I know you want to protect your little sister.
I'm sorry, Lynette. You're right. I let my concerns get the...
Oh, and the next time you want to distract me, you should try a different approach.
Hey, baby kit. Hey, kitty. Buddy! We have a cat.
Who's this? You pick up a stray while I was gone?
It's a bit complicated. I'll explain later. Anyway, her name's Bonnie.
Well, if there are no objections, then I suppose the only thing left to say is... Lynette, Traveler, welcome to the team.
It appears the Lefebvre family was very particular in their use of insignias and emblems. The family would use different emblems to mark differences in status, blood relation, and the like. In fact, the insignia that was discovered on the pendant was used to represent an illegitimate child.
Whoa! So what do you mean that Pierre is a bastard child?
Highly likely. That very status might have been what allowed him to emerge from the fall of his family relatively unscathed. It would also explain why he was able to assume a new identity as a researcher with relative ease.
We discovered something interesting, though. After talking to some of his co-workers, it appears he pretty much works at the Institute in name only. He's practically been cast out.
Wait, what happened?
Pierre was once addicted to synth. He tried to use the resources at the Institute to create a substance with a similar effect. He claimed it was just for research purposes, but the Institute revoked his access to the relevant materials regardless. He was placed on disciplinary leave, pending a thorough investigation of his actions. But it seems the Institute ran into some trouble along the way. Could have been a lack of personnel or a timing issue. In any case, they had to table their formal investigation into Pierre. Unfortunately, that also included reporting any relevant information to the higher authorities. As for his family background, it appears none of his co-workers at the Institute were aware of that information. All they could tell us was that he was quite the recluse.
Maybe we have to take our investigation somewhere else. Elsewhere there.
Other than the pendant, we didn't find anything else of note at his residence in Poisson.
Poisson!
Based on the samples of imitation synth we've been able to analyze, it appears the substance leaves behind strong traces wherever it's produced or stored. Those traces might not be obvious to the casual observer, but they're not something our guard poodles would miss.
Guard poodles.
Came up completely clean. We didn't find any records indicating possible involvement in overseas transactions either. So, the Marechaussee Phantom didn't view him as a major suspect at first.
Maybe he had a separate, dedicated area where he made the imitation synth.
Well, his neighbors did say he was often gone for long stretches of time. You would think with him out and about so much, people would have spotted him around Poisson, but residents said they barely ever saw him in town. If his reclusive nature was just a matter of keeping a low profile, I guess it would make sense for him to have a secret base to carry out his business.
After he disappeared, the guards conducted a thorough search of Poisson, but they didn't come across any suspicious locations.
Poisson.
What is it, Lynette?
Where I first found Bonnie? To get there from Poisson, you have to cross a stretch of ocean. It's not somewhere a cat could just wander off on its own.
A cat? You mean...
Yep. This kitty.
Bonnie is Pierre's cat.
Oh, that's right! When the Marechaussee Phantom first tracked him down, I remember there being something about a cat in their report. So this is her?
From what we've learned about Pierre's habits, he doesn't seem like the type to venture out without a purpose. So what you're saying, Lynette, is that Bonnie couldn't have gone missing in Poisson. If that's true, then...
She must have wandered off only after Pierre brought her to his secret base.
Bonnie might even know where it is.
Wait, you think the cat can lead us there? But she's not trained like one of our guard poodles. How is she supposed to understand what we want her to do?
Can I give it a go? Meow, meow. Meow. Cute. Bonnie seems to understand what you meant to do.
Near the coast, the beach, and beneath the cliffs. The place we're looking for is most likely north of the Court of Fontaine.
Well, I've certainly never taken a witness statement like this before.
Well, if it works out, maybe it's something worth getting used to.
Cats and humans are actually pretty alike. When it comes to communication, most of what we want to convey can be accomplished through body language alone. But humans tend to rely too much on speech to ever take advantage of that fact. Of course, body language has its limitations. You're not going to be able to get across anything too complicated.
The important thing is that we now have a lead. Let's try and find a place that matches the clues Bonnie gave us.
Let's see. There it is. Where's your body?
Seems like Bonnie is trying to take us somewhere.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Where's your bunny? Where's your baby kitty? Who's a cute kid?
Gardenex ahead.
Look out!
Oh, fuck. Hey, oh yeah! Who wants a butt kicking?
Bombs away!
Hey, Gardenex. Hey. Bitches love cannons! Oh yeah! Oh wait, I already said it. I'm gonna say it again! Oh yeah! Getting hard holding this motherfucker! Come on, babe! Oh, wrong one.
Justice will prevail! Ow! Watch out!
Oh shit. Hey, oh shit. Hey, what the fuck?
Coming at ya!
Hey. Hey, what the fuck? Hey.
As a dutiful maid would.
Yeah, how you like them apples?
Stop right there! Coming at ya!
What's I doing? Oh yeah, the base! So much for a rich family.
Wow, Lynette, you found this place so easily. If I thought there was any chance you'd say yes, I'd recruit you into the Special Patrol here and now. No questions asked.
Sounds familiar. I pretty much receive letters daily from people trying to poach her from me.
Let's just focus on our search. There's a lot to investigate.
Oh yeah, this is some...
Aha! Just as we thought. This is where the imitation synth was being made.
These bottles and jars, they're all imitation synth?
Looks like he's got more than just imitation synth stashed around here. In addition to the raw materials needed to synthesize the substance itself, there's a large quantity of cleaning agents and a few drugs I haven't been able to identify. These cleaning agents are likely used to dispel traces of the substance, like its smell. The Special Patrol did some digging into imitation synth. Our records indicate that it's very difficult for ordinary people to detect traces left behind by the stuff. I'm sure that was the case for Pierre as well. It must have taken a considerable amount of time and skill to ensure all those traces get washed away. But what are these other drugs for?
Very shifty for someone who made who made potions a while back.
The material these bags are made of, it's quite rare.
Doesn't look similar to the material you use for your magic pockets?
It's the very same, actually. Romaritime flower fiber. But there's something special about the composition of these bags. I took a closer look, and it appears they're not only waterproof, but also corrosion and leak resistant. Even the strings look specially designed to keep the bags closed nice and tight. I came across some bags made of the same material just now, but they were much smaller and thinner. From the look of them, they seemed far less durable as well.
So kind of like one of those small sealed bags.
Very similar, actually. Normally, it would be easy for a guard poodle to sniff out the imitation synth, but if it was sealed away in a bag like that, it might be possible to elude detection for some time. But what could these big bags be for then? If the goal is to keep the imitation synth hidden and sealed away, these bags seem a bit too conspicuous.
Where's Lynette? Oh, there she is. There's a kitty?
When the Marechaussee Phantom searched Pierre's house, there was no sign of these barrels, right? You're right. That doesn't seem like his way of doing things. How did he get them here, then? Only the lower halves of the barrels appear to have been submerged in water.
Based on the various ingredients we've found, this appears to be where Pierre was cooking up his imitation synth. It looks like he used a special cleaning agent to get rid of any residual traces of the substance on his person before he left. That's how he was able to get past the guard poodles.
Is that why the Marechaussee Phantoms didn't find anything suspicious in his home?
So then he transferred the imitation synth into small sealed bags and took it somewhere else for the drop-off.
No. I don't believe our suspect is the kind of person who'd go around carrying incriminating evidence with him. That would potentially create too many eyewitnesses. The cleaning agent and the sealed bags might get past the guard poodles. But if a member of the public or even a guard on patrol happened to see him during the drop-off, a quick search would reveal everything. That's still a very risky operation.
The barrels we found were wet around the base, but the top half was dry. As if they'd been standing upright in the water. If you put a barrel in the water, it will normally float on its side. Unless it's heavily loaded, in which case it'll sink.
He must have used something. Turning them into airtight flotation devices.
Yes. With flotation rings around the body of the barrels, they'd stay upright in the water. And then he could afford to load them more fully.
You think he used floating barrels? I suppose if he acted at night, when there are very few other boats around and visibility is low, it's a valid theory. We can't rule it out.
But then, wouldn't the barrels be carried off by the waves or the currents? How would the person doing the pickup know where to look?
It sounds difficult to keep in one place, kind of like certain pets. Here's your good buddy.
Traveler, can you come take a dip in the sea with me? I have a feeling that somewhere down there, we might find some rope. If a rope can be used to keep a pet from running away, then why not a barrel? The wreckage of a small boat? This isn't the place. This isn't the place. Got it. Time to go up and report. As expected, we found a few pieces of rope and some anchoring stones underwater. If you attach them to a floating barrel, it would look like this. With this anchoring system, it would be possible to use floating barrels for the drop-off. You would just need to drop them in the water at the agreed-upon location. We also came across the wreckage of a small boat. It must have been left out on the water and capsized due to the force of the wind and waves. Its small size, however, would have made it perfect for staying undetected.
Let's talk this through. Based on the evidence we've collected, it seems like Pierre would row a small boat out to the agreed-upon transfer point, drop off the barrels, leave, and then row back and retrieve them after the transfer was complete.
Why would you use such a convoluted drop-off method, though?
It could be that he was trying to avoid meeting up with his associate face-to-face. As one of the sole survivors of the Lefebvre family, maybe he was just used to that sort of elusive lifestyle.
It seems like Pierre deliberately chose the floating barrel method so that the goods could be dropped off and picked up at separate times. That way, the two parties wouldn't have to meet each other.
Well, if that's the case, they must not have a very close working relationship.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Assumptions can be detrimental to solving a case. It's possible they were just trying to keep a low profile. Two boats sailing to the same location at once could be too conspicuous. The most important thing is that we can now confirm Pierre wasn't acting alone. The floating barrel drop-off system is proof enough of that. Let's say for now that he was only in charge of producing the imitation synth. That would mean there has to be at least one other person involved in the operation, likely in charge of transporting the goods across the border.
That explains why we couldn't find evidence linking him to the overseas operations.
Since we've determined that the goods were transported by boat, maybe we can track down some travel logs or something.
We can certainly check the various ports for that information. It's possible, however, that Pierre's associate also used a small boat for the transport, and docked along the shore rather than at a large port. If that's the case, it's unlikely there would be any record left behind.
Have you looked into the ports already?
Absolutely. Before Pierre disappeared, we made sure to investigate all sorts of outward-bound vessels. We also had port authorities keep a lookout for anything suspicious. Unfortunately, we were never able to find out how they managed to get the imitation synth across the border.
A small boat, a few barrels wasn't going to get you very far.
You're right. Whatever vessel was used for the pickup, the person responsible for smuggling the substance out of Fontaine would have had to use a larger vessel for the actual transport. That's the only way they would be able to smuggle on a large enough scale to make a profit. They must have found a way to disguise the imitation synth to clear port inspections.
Well, if we can't find any travel logs.
Exactly. We can't let any opportunities slip through the cracks. Although, given the amount of ports that could be involved, we should probably split up.
I'll run home and ask some of my brothers and sisters to try and dig up some information.
I should also head back and update my platoon on our progress. I'll grab some reinforcements while I'm at it. Lynette, Traveler, why don't you head to Lumideus Harbor and see what you can find out?
All right. Come on, Bonnie. You too.
Oh, Lynette, traveler. And Bonnie, too. What brings you all here?
Did something happen?
We're gonna check out we're here to check out the travel logs.
Oh. I see. Thank you for everything you're doing for the people of Fontaine.
What are you doing here?
I'm in charge of guarding the port. You mentioned you were after some travel logs, right? I can go fetch those for you.
Looks like I've got another hard day of work ahead of me.
Things are pretty hectic around here.
Not usually. It's this incident that happened recently. Before that, everything was normal. All we had to do was confiscate anything suspicious and we could call it a day. Pretty simple stuff. But things are much more complicated now. We somehow let suspicious cargo pass through the port undetected. Not even our guard poodles were able to sniff it out. Even worse, we still don't know how the perpetrator was able to conceal the goods so well.
By suspicious cargo, do you mean imitation synth?
Yep. However, prohibited substances are just one example. We confiscate all sorts of contraband during the course of our inspections. Or at least, we're supposed to.
So what happens to the goods you confiscate?
Oh, we keep them in a storage locker. If they turn out to be something particularly dubious, we'll turn them over to the Maison Orderly. If the goods are only slightly suspicious but could otherwise be harmless, like raw materials that could potentially be used to create contraband, we return them to the ship they were confiscated from, instead of letting them pass through the port.
Sorry for the wait. These are the travel logs for all the recent activity at the port.
Puppy! Oh, you brought Gerard with you.
Gerard.
Actually, he followed me here himself. It's like he smells something on me. Huh. I wonder why Gerard is reacting to you two so strongly.
It could have been because we were just left the place where the imitation synth was made.
Huh? We were so careful not to touch it, but we still ended up with traces on us. If it leaves a residue so easily, I just don't understand how the culprit was able to disguise the goods at all.
Why don't you have a look at the travel logs first? All ships coming in and out of the port are recorded here, except for the ones the port authorities ride to and from work.
The Humane Society.
We encountered that organization before, right?
All over the exit logs. The purpose for leaving is always listed as overseas adoption.
Ah, the director of the organization explained that, actually. He said a lot of the cat and dog breeds unique to Fontaine are also very popular overseas. So, his organization offers an overseas adoption program.
Bernard, the director of the Humane Society, was the man who came looking for Bonnie earlier.
The cat that fled from Pierre looks just like the cat that the Humane Society was looking for. Could that be really a coincidence? Coincidence? It seems Bernard was also hiding something. If he seemed so intent, but it only ran a courtesy check before leaving like that. When he came looking for Bonnie earlier, what he wasn't actually there was a check of Bonnie was the missing cat. Maybe he was there for some other purpose.
Have you figured it out, Traveler? The way the criminal disguised the goods? When Bernard asked to take a closer look at Bonnie, he was actually checking whether there was any imitation synth in her stomach.
He's using the animals at his ship.
Wait, what?
Motherfucker!
We found at the secret base. They were specially made to be corrosion resistant.
So they won't be digested.
There were gaps around the lids of the barrels, and airbags were used to keep them upright in the water. Those drug shovers found at the secret base. She most likely didn't recognize them because they're not used on human beings. It's an anesthetic used on pets. The perpetrator must have given it to the animals.
Motherfucker. So they're using to keep still in the floating barrel.
Pierre must have made the animals swallow the sealed bags full of imitation synth at his secret base. Then he stuffed them into floating barrels and left the rest to Bernard.
The sealed bags combined with an animal's body odor would certainly be enough to mask the scent of imitation synth.
During our inspections, we would have never thought to inspect the bellies of those animals for anything suspicious. Even if we tried to feel around for something, I'm sure it would be difficult to detect.
Exactly. I bet Bernard even transported animals with synth in their stomach alongside ones without. That way, it would be even harder to say with certainty that something was amiss.
Do you think Bonnie could have imitation synth in her stomach?
She's probably in the clear. Otherwise, Bernard would have never left without her. I'm guessing he didn't know whether Pierre had already hidden the next batch of imitation synth before he fled. Just imagine. He sees the notice we put in the Steambird, and it turns out that one of the very cats he gave to Pierre for the smuggling operation is out in the open, roaming the streets of Fontaine. If Pierre had already hidden the next batch of imitation synth, then Bonnie would practically be living proof of their crimes. He would have had no choice but to go after her.
So, that's why he came to find you and insisted on taking a closer look at the cat.
Pierre must have fled in a hurry.
Wait a second, I'm a little lost here. I get the part about hiding the substance in the pets, but those... what did you call them again? Floating barrels? Why even put the animals in there in the first place? If you've got something as convenient as a floating barrel, why not just stuff it with the imitation synth directly? Why not wait to hide the stuff until after the exchange has been made?
In order to make sure the animals could swallow the sealed bags, they made them extremely thin. Had they not done that, the animals would have likely bitten or chewed through them.
If any imitation synth leaked out...
That step would have required a lot of energy, as well as a certain amount of technical expertise. So, it was better left to the more experienced Pierre. We've already proven how easy it is to pick up trace amounts of imitation synth, so I'm sure Bernard was taking all the precautions he could to avoid the same fate.
Okay, then let's head to the Humane Society right away and bring that guy to justice. I'll bring a Gardamek to speed up the process.
Let's go over there and kick his ass! Let's go over there and kick his ass! Sorry. Oh man, the plot is starting to... And the plot thickens. Alright, motherfucker!
The headquarters of the Humane Society should be somewhere around here. Bernard could show up any moment now.
Ah, you're the people from earlier. Wait, you're from the guards?
Yep. Oh.
After him! We can't...
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh. Is that the Gargamek?
Give it up, Bernard.
Mercy. Have mercy. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I...
You better screw it like a little piggy.
The Humane Society has done so much good over the years, and yet you have committed such an atrocious deed in its name.
You motherfucker.
Look, I didn't have a choice, okay? My father cared about those blasted animals so much, he didn't bother to take care of his human wife and son at all. While those animals were showered with love, I lived worse than a dog.
Damn.
No one asked. Tell me, how did you first get to know Pierre?
Well, after I took over the Humane Society, it gradually became harder and harder to maintain its operations. Until one day, someone suddenly passed me a letter. It said that I could stand to get a large sum of money as long as I helped them to transport some animals abroad. It was only after a few such transports that I finally understood what I was really transporting. But then, Pierre wrote to me, saying that we were already partners in crime and that I better keep cooperating with him if I didn't want to be reported to the guards. I would order wooden barrels and flotation devices according to his instructions, and then load the sleeping animals onto a boat. Once I sailed to the location he provided, I would dump everything together into the sea. And a few days after that, I'd come by again in my boat and pick up the animals sleeping in the barrels. Once I had received enough of them, I'd bring them to the harbor to be adopted abroad. That guy, Pierre, he was running the entire show. He set up all the meeting times and found all the foreign adopters. And he even supplied all of the goods, too. I just did the transport. He was the one who planned out and executed everything else.
So where is he now?
I don't know, okay? I've never ever met him in person. We've only ever communicated through letters.
And when did he send his final letter to you?
Just last night. He said that the Marechaussee Phantom is now after him, so he's planning to go into hiding for some time. He didn't mention where he's thinking about going, though, but he did tell me to look out for the guards.
It's been a few days since Pierre's last appearance. I'd wager that he sent that letter after he found his hiding spot.
So where's that letter now?
I burned them. It was on his orders. I had to burn every letter after reading them. I wasn't even allowed to share them with the rest of the society employees.
Sure sounds like you're trying to use the lack of witnesses or evidence to pin the blame on Pierre.
No, I swear, this time I'm only telling you the truth.
Well, we can check the truth of your statements at the Opera House. I hope you know what'll be coming for you if I were to find any discrepancy between the evidence and the testimony you just gave.
I know, I swear I was just telling the truth.
My thanks to you both. Had it not been for you, I really don't know what would have happened to this case.
But too.
Use a good key.
That's true. It was all thanks to her that Bernard was finally exposed.
Use a good key.
And it looks like she's grown quite fond of you two as well. Then I'll leave you be. Just if you find any other new leads.
I want to talk to Lynette. Something on your mind still?
It was that obvious, huh? Well, even though it didn't feel like Bernard was lying, after talking to him, I'm getting an even stronger sense that something's not quite right. We investigated so quickly that perhaps we've missed a thing or two along the way. Let me activate deduction mode and consider things again from the top to see if we can find anything new. Is there still anything unresolved or strange that we should try to consider?
About what we found in Person, about Bernard's letters.
The Marechaussee Phantom found Bonnie and the Lefebvre pendant at Pierre's residence. That was the beginning point of our investigation.
I don't think we used the answer to answer the question at hand.
There's no need to rush. Let's see if we can find any other suspicious points about this case.
About Bernard's letter.
Bernard claims to have received a letter last night from Pierre. In the letter, Pierre stated that he had gone into hiding. Is there something wrong with the letter?
The letter's delivery method? Sleep location? I've already been loose for a few days. I found it yesterday morning. Letter's purpose.
If Bonnie had imitation synth in her body, then she was a liability that had to be recovered at all costs. But if she wasn't carrying anything, then it would have made sense to tell Bernard not to worry. And thinking about it, Bernard only attracted our attention in the first place because he came to look for Bonnie. Could it be that the person who wrote the letter also knew nothing about Bonnie's whereabouts? Or they had a separate goal entirely.
There's an unexplained part about operations of the trafficking ring.
Well, we've discovered that Bernard is responsible for the trafficking, while Pierre deals with supplying the goods. Is there something else in this scheme that we're missing?
Mm-hmm. Ledger. Hand off.
There's no need to rush. Let's see if we can find any...
Now behave, and follow me to the interrogation room.
Ow! That hurt. Ow!
They're about to leave, and it's really okay for them to let them go. Shit. You can link Bernard's interrogation to the guards firstly that rescue the animals.
Really over? I still feel like the relationship between Pierre and Bernard is not as simple as it appears. Also, I've had this strange sense that something's off the entire time we've been on the case. And it has only gotten worse.
No.
No good. I've still got nothing, and I'm nearly out of energy.
Just leave it to Lenny and the others.
I'll stop thinking about it, for now. At the very least, we've made it so that no more animals will suffer like those poor animals did. And that's what I hope. Let's go to the Humane Society and see if there are any animals left that might still need our help, before my energy for today completely runs out.
well, I'm gonna head back. Well, that'll be it for today, folks. Gotta take. No, I assume we'll Hangout event. Well, at least we didn't get anything. At least we didn't get anything happy ended. Well, at least we didn't get empty-handed. We got the Fate-O-Mometer. Anyway, well, I managed to, something led to a missing cat, led somewhat closer to Lynette's past. Into a drug smuggling ring. Anyway, I'm gonna probably take a break till next week. When I'm probably gonna have a live stream of Power this Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Same time as this one, 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Dynamic Faith's Twitch channel. If you missed the live stream, it will be available on Dynamic Faith's YouTube channel on the same day. And don't forget to subscribe to Dynamic Faith Games on YouTube. Follow Dynamic Faith Games on both Twitch and X, formerly known as Twitter. And don't forget to like Dynamic Faith's official Facebook page, where along with the X page, I'm going to be posting schedules of the day's streams, when I start streaming, video links to the stream, and maybe some screenshots. Anyway, this is Dynamic Faith of Dynamic Faith Games, signing off. Peace out, Dynamic Games.